Good morning and welcome to Miami Association of Realtors Matrix webinar sessions. Please remember that it is July 2018 and this is webinar week for July. To get started today, I want you to note that you would use your gateway. Click in, use your license and password. Once you're inside the dashboard, simply click through Matrix to get in. This is our Matrix area, our home page. Notice that you can have hot sheets, my listings, contact information, and many links and external links here on your home page. All of you should have an external links area. Here on the external links, please note that you have links directly to CoreLogic, the NAR, Florida Realtors, the Association, the county taxes for Miami-Dade, Broward, Palm Beach, Martin, and St. Lucie, schools, U.S. Department of Education, Florida Department of Education, Realist Tax, IMAP, Data Co-op, Form Simplicity, My Condo Plans, how to configure your showtime, MLS offers, Agent Inbox, eProperty Watch, all here from your Matrix homepage. On your homepage as well, you find this quick search and a speed bar. On the quick search, you may go ahead and put MLS number or address to search. Like all new systems, if it's your first time using Matrix, please note on the top there are these blue items. If you click through Help, you will find that in the Help area, you have a Help index. You may click through for data input form, Matrix training guides, video tutorials, Matrix support, and if you click on support, note that you have an 800 number, 888-825-5472, where you can call Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 8:30 p.m., Saturday and Sunday from 8:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. Again, that is a Matrix support line of 888-825-5472. Note that you have a search area with information on how to do brief searches, a speed bar with information on how to use the speed bar and use the speed bar shortcuts, emailing, how to email, etc., CMA, how to conduct a CMA in the system, reverse prospecting, how to conduct reverse prospecting in the system, very important for potential listing agents, Matrix Mobile, open houses, Realist, and so much more. I'm going to click through the area maps. If you're interested in detailed area maps, visit one of our offices and you will find them for sale. Under the area maps, please note that there is a Fort Lauderdale one. Okay. In the Fort Lauderdale area map, note the area numbers. 5940 is for Florida other than Miami-Dade, Broward, Palm Beach, Martin, or St. Lucie. 5950 area number is for the islands and Caribbean, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, Turks and Caicos, so much more. 5960, the U.S. and other than Florida. So something in California, in Colorado, you would use the code to enter it into our system if your broker permits of 5960. 5970, anything outside of the U.S. other than the islands and Caribbean. Spain, Argentina, Brazil, Colombia, any place outside of the U.S. and outside the U.S. and the islands and Caribbean. You would use 5970. For detailed area maps, visit our offices. Notice here that you also have Miami-Dade County. Okay. And if you click through, there's Hollywood and South Broward. All right, and the area information. Now back to the top. Matrix is available in a mobile version. Here is a view of what that mobile version would look like. Come attend one of our classes at 201 and we'll show you how to walk through and do this. Back to Matrix. On the top bar, let's put our mouse over My Matrix. When you have your mouse over My Matrix, you're going to see these lists of items, and I'm interested in showing you the My Information area. Go ahead and click My Matrix, My Information. Here under My Information, there are a series of tabs: Information, Header and Footer, CMA Cover Sheet, Email Signature, Agent Web Page, Portal Profile. We will cover each of these now. Please note that on this information page, much of this comes directly from our MLS, from your membership. Please make sure to come in and add your title of employment. I'll give you a second so you can do so now. Next note, public contact phone number is cell phone, fax number. If you don't have it, go ahead and add it in. Office information can only be changed by the office. That's why it is grayed out. Tagline, this you could put in your slogan. Additional information, you can add something like WhatsApp, Facebook, Twitter, Smiling Service, anything that you use and you would want people to know. Website address, if you have an additional website, go ahead, open it up, copy the link, paste it onto here. This information will then be available for header and footer reports, portal pages, and more. Once you're done with your changes, go ahead and click Save on the bottom blue button. Once you've saved, we're ready to go to the next because your changes have been saved, as we note here in yellow. If we click through to header and footer next to it, next to information, if it's your first time, it will look a little different than this. You guys will have to select from a banner theme. On the left-hand side, there is a selection. You can choose the one you like on the left-hand side and click Preview. Once you start to preview, please note that you have an option for adding your photo. So if you have no photo here, you can actually click through and use your custom photo. To change your photo, you just click in and follow the directions. Note that it also allows you to add items, not only your picture, but items to the header footer. Note them here. To do that, select your branding options, up to 5 of your information. I have chosen my name, my email address, brokerage, cell phone number, and my website. These then appear in the same colors that would match the header theme that I have chosen. Note that it allows you to say, use theme defaults. I would do this, the colors then look well with the page. If we continue, notice that this is an example of what your printer header will look like. If you'd like to have a footer, under Print Footer, press Yes, and then you have 4 options to select of what you would like to appear. To select, simply click down, select what you'd like, click down, select what you'd like. And once you've finished, you come to the very end and click Save. You have now set up your header and footers for your reports, portal pages, and agent page. Once you save, note again, your changes have been saved, and now we can click CMA Cover Sheet. On the CMA Cover Sheet portion, note that you can again add your photo and add a website detail if you're interested. To continue, remember that if you make changes, you must click on Save. Next over is email signature. Take time here and put in your information, your name, your title, cell phone, contact email, brokerage office information, etc. Note that this works like Word, where you can select, choose something to be bold or not, choose a larger font, a type of font that you would like. Notice also that you can create links. For those of you that are realtors, you can even put your registered trademark. Notice that I have the registered trademark R. To add that in, let me just backspace and show you. I put my cursor where I would like the registered R to appear. Click on the omega symbol to insert special character. Find it on the middle of the page. Click Enter, and it is now part of it. Notice well that I have some links. I'm going to remove these to show you how I do them. Let's say I wanted to link it to my website. I will come in, put website, the word, open a new tab, open my website. Once my website has opened up, what I'm looking for here is to get the correct URL. I'm going to copy the URL, come back into Matrix, and instead of pasting it in, I'm going to select the word, maybe make it bold, and notice that there is a link. I'm going to click that hyperlink, and here, paste in my website. Click OK, and now that word is linked to my website. So every time I email someone from Matrix, they will have a link to my website as well. Once I'm done with this, I'm going to click Save. I'll give you guys a second in case you're following along and would like to create your signature. If you've created your signature, let's go ahead and continue. Click Save. Make sure your items have been saved. Come over to Agent Web Page. Under Agent Web Page, if you would like to create your Agent Web Page, please make sure to enable it up top. Once you've clicked Enable, you will be able to save the features below. Note, Web Page URL. This is the only part that you may change. Add in your first, your last name, call yourself Realtor. Just make sure that everything you use has letters and numbers only and no spaces in between. The website you're creating is whatever you choose to put here, plus .sef.mlsmatrix.com. On the title page, make sure to consider branding. Select and make sure to put, if you're branding yourself, as your name, first name, last name, your title, and what you're dedicated to. So it could be Connie Nieto, South Florida Realtor, Connie Nieto, Real Estate Instructor of South Florida. Take a minute then, and for your home page, create a title as well. Notice also that I've given additional information here. You can write about yourself and even add a video. Take a minute to do so. If you would like, I will leave the screen here for a couple of seconds so that you can review. Notice that I have put in dedicated South Florida Realtor Instructor, working in Miami-Dade, Broward, and Palm Beaches. I've lived in South Florida for over 4 decades and love my hometown. Allow me to help you fall in love with South Florida. Live near our beaches, glorious agriculture area, spacious suburbs, beautiful horse country, and amongst our magnificent sunsets. Grant me the pleasure to help you search and find for your future home or investment. Miami attracts those who want to live, work, and play in our vibrant, innovative communities. Miami's evolution from a tourist destination to a top global city is complete and visible. Looking forward to hearing from you And then note that I took a second and I wrote some in Spanish. If you speak 2 languages or more, go ahead and put a line in. Now I'm going to come back and leave it here for a minute. So if you guys would like to use something like this or similar, you may copy it. I'm going to scroll now down so you can see a little bit more and note what I wrote in Spanish. While I'm waiting with you, please remember that this afternoon at 1 o'clock we will be having Matrix 101 in Spanish. We will also have at 2:30 Matrix 201 in Spanish. And we will be recording these sessions for your convenience. Please remember that we will then load them on YouTube under Miami Trainers playlist for Matrix. Let's continue. Once you've put in your information, we scroll down. Note that there is a map area. If you would not like to specify a map area, simply click Do Not Specify a Map, and the customer will be allowed to use the map at their own leisure. To restrict searches, click and then you must select. Click the Set Map area and then choose where you would like them to be able to search. With a polygon, you can come, click, 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 and select the area that you would like them to be able to search in. To make sure this is selected, you would click Save. If you want to specify an initial map, and this is very important if you guys farm or work a distinct area, you can specify the map here, modify the area, and this will mean your customer, when they get what you're sending out, so I'm going to remove this shape. If you open up, and let's say that you work more Broward than you do Miami-Dade, you would then select the map area where you would want it to open up and click Save. If you wanted to feature a bit more of West Palm, you would come up higher, select your map area. What you choose here is what will show for your customer pages. They're select and click Save. This means that when they open their initial map, that's the area that they will see. If you would like people to sign up before they use your website, you could click to include sign up. That would mean they would have to share their name information before going into your page and searching. Also, if you purchase domains and would like to redirect them, you can put information here. Once we're finished, click the bottom, Save. The system will tell you your changes have been saved. And now we can go to the next page, Portal Profile. On your Portal Profile, note that to be able to use these items, you must first check them, enable them, and then click through. If you'd like your picture to appear, click Load Your Picture. If you would like a portal greeting, click Write Your Greeting, Title, and Text. If you would want the inventory or slideshow to show on yours, click Enable it, click through, and choose what you would like to show on your page. If you have a video, enable it, click Video, and add the URL from YouTube. For contact information, click to enable, click Contact, and choose up to 10 spots that will then show on your portal and website. Click down and choose. I have chosen name, title, brokerage, email address, cell phone number, information, website. You have 10 slots to add information into and make sure they show on your customer portal pages. Once you have finished with this, all you have to do is simply click Save. Now you've updated your portal profile. What we've done so far, just in review, is come look a little bit at the mobile, look at our help area, visit My Matrix, My Information. Now let's do some simple searches. Let's click on Search and select RE1, RE2. When we click on RE1, RE2, notice that you have a page and it is divided into 3 sections. The first one is information. The middle is all location, location, location. And the one on the right-hand side is details, pricing, beds, bath, etc. If you were searching for a single-family home, you'd click Single, Single. Let's say that you wanted it in Miami-Dade County. You would click Miami-Dade. Maybe you want a specific city, Doral. Type it in, select. Notice that when I do that, I see 321 matches immediately. I've selected single, single, Miami-Dade County, and a city. Notice that I could come to the top and in pricing put in the exact amount I'd like to spend. If I wanted to put in $1 million or more, I would just add the plus sign at the end. 48 matches. If I wanted $1 million or less, remove the plus sign. Click and enter the last line, 1 million or less, 273 matches. If I wanted a range from $1 million to $1,500,000, I would go ahead and add the number. This is a range. If you ever have questions, you could just click the question mark and an explanation on the values and how to put them in shows up. Notice for exact amounts, just put the number. For a range, put the number / dash and the additional number. So here you would be looking from 100,000 to 500,000. For more than the amount you placed in, the plus sign, and for less, the minus sign. Notice here that from 1 million to 1,500,000, I have 33 matches. For bedrooms, we use the same idea. Let's say that I want 4 plus bedrooms, 3 plus baths, and 1 plus half bath. Notice that I went from having 33 to 15. If I would like to view my results in map, I could either click the map on the upper right-hand side or on this bottom, click map as well. Here in the map area, it is showing me the homes that we could see in the area of Doral. If I want to see the map and results, hit map. For grid-like results, click results. Here I have, and I can organize them from least expensive to most expensive by simply clicking on listing price. I can see bed baths, year built, square footage. To view them individually, all I need to do is click the MLS number. Note that I can see 1 of 15, that none have been checked, and that I've set my page to 25 views per page. I click my MLS number, and this is a property full detail. This one has 17 pictures of the 85 you can have in the MLS. If I'd like to see the pictures in a larger scale, I can simply click larger view and see the property. Note that on the top bar, I can see View Photos, View the Map. And if I click the map, it will tell me exactly where the property is located. If Street View is available, I will see Google Street View and I can click through and see the street view. That was from the second icon on the top. For property history, I can click the little tab on the top that says property history or the clock-like item here as an icon. And I can notice that it's back on market, expired, and new. Next is Data Co-op. We offer a class called Statewide and Nationwide MLS where we cover details on Data Co-op. Next is Realist and IMAP, both tax services. We have individual 2-hour classes, and on our trainer page on YouTube, classes that have been recorded for these. Form Simplicity, if you use that for your transaction management, you would click and be able to start your offer. MLS Advantage, which is also covered in Statewide and Nationwide MLS. My Condo Plans. You could click through and get condo and house plans in South Florida. Showing time, find, reporting data error, MLS offers, rate plug, RPR. Note here that I can also see address, listing brokerage, legal description, beds and baths, square footage to the home. Year built, folio information. If I clicked this folio information, just like if I had clicked the icon on top for IMAP, my single sign-in from the association will take me directly to IMAP, where I can see tax details, valuation, property tax info, and more. Clicking back into Matrix. Note that I have here pool, yes, beautiful updated home with wood flooring. Home offers a master bedroom and a bath on first floor. Please tax listing agent for showing. Note additional information. Financial details. Homeowner association fees of $388. Tax amount of $14,000. Agent office information. Internet remarks. For the next property on the top left, I can click Next, and now I am on 2 of 15. There are 3 pictures for this one. If I want to see the next one, click Next. Here I have the next one, 41 images. If I'm interested and I like, I select it. This selection will then come through so I can send it to my customer. Next. Now I'm on the 4th of 15th and 1 is checked. This one has 21 photos. To enlarge the pictures, I can actually click on that first icon, and here I have the images to the property. If I like it, I can X out and select it. Next. Oasis, 6 pictures. Next. 6 of 15. 2 of them have been checked, and this one has 41 images. I enlarge. Let's say I'd like to show this one to my customer. X out, select it. Now, how to return to that grid? Notice that I can always come and select Display, or I can click Agent Single Line Display here. And now, I see all of the properties and the ones I've selected. If I would like to just keep the ones selected, I could come to Refine and Narrow. meaning that I have the 3 selected. If I wanted to go back to my original, I could click Original Results up top. You see it in light gray? Again, I'm on my original results. I only want to keep the one selected. I hit Refine and Narrow. Now, if I email my customer, I will only be emailing these 3. And how do I do that? I click back to Actions, and I click Email. Remember, we set up our email signature, so it's already here. To send it, I go ahead to the top. If it's to an existing customer, I can click that too and make a selection of my customers. If it's a new contact, I create the new contact. Let me come to the top, select my customer. Notice that I have selected blind copy of the message for myself, always a copy to me of what I'm sending my customer. On the subject line, Doral mentions for you, and a brief message. My signature is done. I come to the very bottom and I click Send. Now I've sent my customer the 3. If I would like to save the search criteria under my customer, that's different than just emailing. What I could do is come to Save, New Save Search, give it a name. For an existing customer, click down, select. For a new one, create. And now I do what? Save. There I have saved the criteria for my search. When I email my customer, I email them just these 3. Would you like to see what the customer receives via email? Here I have my email address as a customer open. I'm going to click the inbox, and I have the email sent. The customer receives a message with a link, your signature. They click through, and they view their portal page. This is how the customer would see the 3 properties selected, where they are on the map, and details on them. The customer then may come and select it as a favorite and get more details by clicking the address. Notice the importance of creating your My Matrix, My Information, and setting up your portal page and info. Choosing your header and footer because it is now here present. This is how your customer would receive the search. Now back to Matrix. In Matrix, this was a very simple search. Now let's do another type. Search, residential income. What are these? Duplexes, triplexes, fourplexes. Let's say that I'm searching for active ones in Miami-Dade County, only duplex, and then I want to select triplex as well. To select triplex, I must click Control or Command, and then will allow me to select 2 items. Let's say that I want them from 300,000 to 500,000. I put in my range, and at the bottom of the page, I see I have 126. Let's say that I want to use the map to make sure I'm getting the area I like. I click the map. Notice that they're just about everywhere. I zoom in. And let's say that I'm interested at this price to have some here maybe in Little Havana or in Coral Way. Let's say I just want this area here, 8th Street to US 1. I can then come and select a polygon and click my first point, a rectangle, select my area, And now I've taken my search just from Miami-Dade County to the area I like. What if I would like to exclude an area? In this same map, I could click the shape. Notice that there's a whole bunch of shapes on the top: radius, rectangle, polygon. Select it. Select the area I'm not interested in. And to remove it, click the red dot and exclude that. Now I've excluded this area from my search. Now that I have the area assigned, I want to see my results. I click Results. Here are the properties. Some of them tell me the units, the square footage, year built. To review them, click the MLS number. Here I see the property, 19 pictures. Location. Note that I see legal description, units, folio number, general information, the remarks, great opportunity to own in the Gables area without paying Gable prices, located 1 block from Ponce de Leon, Coral Gables, 5 blocks from Miracle Mile. There are 2 units, 1 is vacant, 1 the owner lives in, 3 bed, 2 bath both. Listing agent, compensation information, listing date, listing expiration, etc. Look through the pictures. Interested, select. Click Next, and let's look at the next one. 2 units. Duplex minutes away from Miracle Mile. 1 unit, the owner. 1 unit rented month to month, 2 bedroom, 1 bath. Maybe you're looking for 2 beds, 2 baths in both. Next. 2 units, both unfurnished, 1 month to month, 1 leased. Leased price. "24-hour notice or appointment." 20 pictures. Let's click through. Next. This one, I guess, is in construction. It's a render. This is how it's going to look. Where it's going to be located. You would have to call to get more info. Here we have another one. 3 bedroom, 2 bath, 1 bedroom, 1 bath. Owner, screen porch. Let's see the pictures. 25 of them enlarged. Interested, select. Next. Let's see this one. 3 units. 3-2, 2-1, 2-1, all leased. Next. Folio, year build. Next. 3 units as well. Owner, month to month. Next on top. Next on top. Let's say that you found what you would like. Click Agent Single Line. Have your selections. Do you have to refine to send? No. You could actually come in, have them selected, click Email, type in your customer, select your customer, Send. Now, where do I find these that I have sent? Where do I see my recent searches? On this top bar, there's a dark blue, a lighter blue, and a very light blue. And here you see recent searches. Here you see all the searches conducted, and you can view all 31 of your last or latest. Notice as well that if you come into My Matrix and you have saved a search, you can click Save Searches. This works like Excel, and you can actually click My Last Run and see the latest searches that you've saved, who you've saved them for, and you can even click through and see details. That was My Matrix, Save Searches. If you'd sent an email, you could click Send Emails, and here you have a list of the emails that you have sent, if the person has viewed them or not. In our 201 portion, we will be going over My Matrix, contacts, auto emails, and so much more. Hope to see you back at 11 for our second portion, Matrix 201. Thank you. Any questions? Send them in the chat. This concludes our Matrix 101. Thank you so much.